guys, it's good to be back again with another redstone tutorial. But first, I'm going to show you that infamous passcode door from the last video. I've got it here. I know I tried to hide this piston and I could, but I'd have to do that, and then you wouldn't be able to see it, but then you wouldn't be able to walk down the staircase, and I like my staircase. So I'll show you the redstone, and also I've got to actually get the passcode because I left it down here. Alright, so start at the top and work our way down after I open the door though. You've got to see the door opening though. Now I'm pretty sure it's this block right there. Yep, that'd be the one. So your door opens and you come down, and this is all the basement is so far, but we're going to expand it, add some stuff in. And we've got a button on this side to close it. So that all works pretty well. Alright, so I'll show you the redstone now. So basically I've got these pistons here. I'll go from this angle. So this is the chain of hoppers that goes all the way down to the bottom. I'll show you. Yeah. Just goes down. Whoops. Down there and over to the passcode door over here. And this is just it. If this is all you're watching the video for, just to see the actual design, there it is. Just take a screenshot of it or whatever, because it's pretty simple. The only thing that you need to do is this has to be a comparator, and it has to be facing away from this hopper. And in this hopper, you have to put 4 items that you will never ever be able to type their name ever again. See how random that name is? I don't even know what that name is. But you have to name a stack of like bone meal or whatever. If you get that, put it in an anvil, and then just type the keys on your keyboard until you get a random name like that, because that is what stops your passcode lock from breaking and just opening with any item being thrown in there. And trust me, you don't want to throw. If I got a stack of that, if I threw that in the hopper upstairs, it would break the passcode door. So just, I hope I'm explaining it well enough. I'm sorry if I'm not. Just another way you could do it is with 4 beds, because beds don't stack. But then if someone threw a bed in there, it would break it. So anyway, you do what you want. Then you get 18 of whatever your passcode is. You can just put a stack in there, and then it will just filter down to 18. And as you can see, when there's 19 or more of that item in there, you get an output, and that's what is hooked up to this pulse limiter that is hooked up to my T flip-flop over here. Yeah. So basically, the redstone signal from the passcode door hits this pulse limiter, the signal goes through that block and into this repeater, but at the same time that block gets lifted up here, so only a really small amount of that signal hits this repeater, and it's very quick. I'll show you, it's lightning fast. So it's very quick. And then what that does is it causes this piston to glitch out, and it throws that block forward. See, if I put a torch down and break it really quickly, whoops, it does the same thing. Yeah, but this pulse limiter here does it for me. Yeah, and that's basically what happens every time you throw a stone brick that says basement of secrecy on there, down there. Yeah, and then the output from this goes into this chain of torches, which powers these pistons, which makes the pistons extend. But while that's happening, it also goes over here and up, this chain of torches, and powers these torches, well, they're on now, but it turns them on so that these pistons extend quickly, but it turns them off first. If you watch, these pistons go down and then they go to the right. See, this side has to be a lot faster than the other side. See, if I make this side a little bit slower, that one piston will glitch out. It will extend fine, but it won't retract. It just stays there, see, because it's too slow. It needs to be faster. So when it's speeded up, when you speed it up, everything works perfectly fine. So basically, the general rule is the pistons that are facing up or down, in whichever case, need to be faster than the ones facing sideways. Pretty much it. And all of these pistons here, with cauldrons on them and not hoppers, comparators, this just lets the redstone signal from the button, which is behind that block right there, go downwards. See, if I put a torch here, you'll see all of the pistons extend all the way down. And that turns the repeater on. Yeah, so that's how you make redstone go downwards. It's a lot harder to make redstone go downwards than it is to go upwards, because if you see, this is 1 block wide and that's going upwards, and this is 3 blocks wide and it's going downwards. And it only goes one way too. This only goes up and this only goes down. You can't make them go both ways. Well, put it this way, it wouldn't be worth it, because it wouldn't be worth it, because the amount of time it would take you to do it would just not be worth it. Anyway, so that's pretty much it. Oh, and this is a NOT gate, by the way. You remember them? So that's all the redstone down here. And now I'm going to show you how to build a really quick passcode door of your own. And I'm just going to shut that door too. Might just go back in here and grab a piston though. What? Didn't it work? Oh. I must have broken something while I was down here. Let me have a look. Oh. Actually, I don't want to wait that long. Hold on, let me just see. I don't know, it seems to be working fine now. That's weird. Oh well, very weird. I'll grab a piston while I'm here though. There we go. Okay, it's working now. Alright, so now let's show you how to build a Jebb door. Now, I'm not going to show you how to hide any of the redstone, but if you do want to hide the redstone, you just have to do everything that I'm doing, but just do it 2 or 3 blocks underground. Alright, so you'll see, it's easy. I'm going to do all the wiring above ground, but if you want to do it underground to hide it, it's really easy. Alright, so you want to put 4 pistons on top of each, sticky pistons, alright? I'm going to call them pistons, because I don't want to be saying sticky pistons for the next 10 minutes. Alright, so these pistons here, you want 4 on top of each other like that, and then 2 right there. So it looks like that, looks like a corner on the corner of a square or something, or an L if you're that type of person that sees an L there, but I don't. And now I'm just going to, and then, whoops. Now you're going to put whatever block, so if you have a wall, so where will that go? That will push out and go back. So your wall would be like this. Okay, so you have a wall, and then, you know, it could be in your base, could be anywhere, but this is where you want your doorway to be. Okay, whatever block your wall is made out of, obviously you want to use the same block for this. Whoops. It's just I'm just going great today, guys. But if you did want to, if you want to know where the doorway was, so you didn't forget, I suppose you could always grab something a little bit different and like put that there, and then maybe change the color of that, and you'd have to like do a design and incorporate it in a design. But I'm not a builder, so I'm not gonna do that. I'm just gonna leave it like this. And now we're gonna hook up the wiring. So what you want to do is we're gonna get redstone torches. Oh, I forgot to say, guys, just get everything I have in my hotbar. That's all you're going to need to build this Jebb door. And I know it looks like a lot, but it's not. Don't worry. I'm going to explain it step by step. Well, I'm going to try to. If you need any help, post it in the comments below, and I'll see it in the next couple of days, and I'll get back to you. Alright, put 2 redstone torches there like that. Then get sandstone or whatever you're building with, and put 1 block above each torch, and then we're going to come over here and we're just going to put 1 torch right there, and then a block above that. Okay, and if you have a look, the hole in the wall is covered up now. So that is the whole thing done pretty much. Now all we have to do is just hook up the delay, because these pistons here need to be just a tiny bit slower than these 2 pistons. And I'll show you why later. Now we want to destroy these 2 blocks. Then you're gonna put 2 repeaters down, and then click them once, so they're on a 2-tick delay. See, 1 tick, 2 ticks, 3 ticks, 4 ticks, 2-tick delay. Then you're gonna put two pieces of dust there. And then we're just gonna do the same thing over here for the torch. But which side are we going to do it out of? This side, or we'll go this side? And then no delay, just leave it like that. 1 piece of redstone dust. Actually, you know what? I'm going to do 1 bit of redstone underground. I'm just going to put this wire underground, so I don't have it all the way along the ground, all along here. But that's the only thing. Give me a second, I want to turn off that auto jump. It gives me it's a pain in the neck. Alright, so just do that. Okay, and that be done. Wait, hold on. We can extend this a little bit, and I can put another block there. Whoops. There we go. If you put a block here, it will cut that redstone dust off. See how it's going straight now, but if I delete that, it goes down there. So you just want to leave that. And the same here, if you put that block there, it will cut that off, and you don't want to do that. Alright, so now they're both wired up. Now we just have to get our activation circuit done. Now I'm going to do 2 versions very quickly. The first version is going to be just with a button. If you just want a button and you don't care about it being secret or not, if you just want a Jebb door with a button, it's totally fine by me. I completely understand. You just want to put a button here. And how are we going to do this? There's a torch right there. Alright, we're going to just... Alright, this is going to be the not secret version. The one with a button isn't going to be secret because I'm not doing the wiring that way. What we're going to do is we're going to have a piston right there next to this button. I'm going to put a cauldron there, fill it with water, and then we're going to have... No, actually, no, just stuff the piston. Sorry, I'm making this too complicated for you guys. So now we're going to put a piece of redstone dust there, right? Then we're going to have redstone repeater. We're going to put a sticky piston here. Then we're going to put any block there. It doesn't matter what it is, as long as it's not a redstone block. And then we're going to have another repeater coming out of here, going into a piston with a cauldron. Hold on, I've run out of room. We'll go this way. Piston, cauldron, water. Then we have a comparator on that block right there, going into a block, which goes into a repeater. Actually, just put a piece of redstone dust there, it doesn't matter. Then you have your a repeater there, and that is done. If you click your button, okay, so see what just happened then. That is a timing issue. These pistons are too quick. So my apologies. We're just gonna delay these so they're on 3 tick delay now. So 1, 2, 3 tick delay. And now that should be fixed. There you go. You got your lovely new Jebb door, and I'm just going to put blocks there. Then we can walk through. Oh, but we haven't got a button on this side. What are we going to do you ask? Well, I'm going to rethink my design. That's what we're going to do. We're going to put a block there. We're going to put this. We're going to move this down 1 block because I actually forgot that we needed a thing there. And then we're going to have a repeater there. Okay, so you got that. I changed that. I forgot that we. Yeah, just I've stuffed up. Right now, that's only 1 way. That was the easiest way to make it 2-way. We need to have an input into this. Oh, okay, never mind. It's easier than I thought. We're just going to put some blocks along there. Then we're going to go repeater, repeater, redstone on. Oh, that's not going to work. Fleeting, that was stupid. Alright guys, so I've stuffed up a little bit, and I'm sorry about that. But I'm gonna fix it by making this door awesome. Just delete all this fancy schmancy stuff. We're gonna do it the old-fashioned way, alright? Now, this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna leave everything else the way it was. Just delete all that fancy schmancy stuff I had there before. Leave this redstone dust, leave the torches, leave everything else the way it is, because that is perfectly fine. Now, what we're going to do is, we're going to have stupid mistakes everywhere. We are going to move this button, and we're going to have it right there. Because that will fix all the problems. And then we're going to do the same thing on the other side. We're going to put the button right there. Okay, now we're going to have redstone dust coming out this way, and then we're going to have redstone dust going this way. Just put a block here, so it will cut this. Actually, no, just put a repeater there, that's easier. You want a repeater facing this way, right there. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to build a T flip-flop. And they're really simple, so we're just going to put... We'll go from this side, so we're going to put a block there, piston there, piston there, block there and there. Then you're going to put a repeater right there. Then what you're going to do is you're going to put a torch here, a piece of redstone dust right there. Then you're going to have another repeater, and then you're going to have another repeater, and then you're going to have redstone dust going over here into another repeater. I know that was a lot of repeaters, but this is a really compact way to do it. And then you're going to delete this block and put a redstone torch there, and you're actually going to put that block right there. And then we're going to have redstone dust going like that, straight out of there. And now the thing is done. Oh, stupid me. Sorry, guys. Alright. We need one repeater right there. Okay, so now it works. Done. You got your door. Works from this side. You walk through. Bam. What the hell happened to those pistons? That glitched out on my screen then. Oh, it's the button, never mind. So it's this button, it powers this bottom piston here first. See? No harm in it, it's not breaking anything. Alright, so now we're going to do a passcode version. So we're going to leave this bit of redstone on this side, but we're going to delete this line of redstone on this side. Just leave that bit there because we're going to need it. Now instead of a button, this is going to be our block where we throw the items on top of, like that. Now, what's the easiest way to do this? Probably underground, actually. Right, we're going to go underground just a little bit. That's pretty good. Just go down. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4 blocks down. And then just make yourself a little working space. You don't need to make it too big, but just give yourself room to move. You can always patch it up later, but you can't, you know, just give yourself room to move. So now, if this is the block that we want, so we're going to put, we need a chest and a hopper. So we need a hopper. I clicked on the wrong thing. You need a hopper. You don't need the cauldrons. Throw the cauldron out and the water bucket now. We don't need them anymore. And then what you are going to do is you are going to get, what was the other thing that you needed? Chest. Okay, we're going to grab chest. And then you are going to look this way and place the chest down right there. Then you are going to hold shift and click there. Then you're going to jump on top of the, no, you're not going to jump on top of anything. You're going to get up here. You are going to hold shift and click it again. Then you actually are going to need to grab a normal rail. We don't need the hoppers anymore. You're going to put the rail on top of the hopper. Then you're going to get a minecart with a hopper and put it and throw out that rail. You don't need the rail anymore. Then you're going to put the minecart with a hopper right there. And then you don't need the minecart or the chest anymore. But you do need the hopper. Actually do? No, you don't. No, you don't need the hopper anymore. What am I saying? You don't need the hopper. Now, we are going to put a block here and a block there. Then you are going to have a comparator coming out of the hopper into 2 pieces of redstone dust going into a repeater which is facing into this block with a redstone torch on top of it. Then you are going to get whatever your password is. You can pick any item and name it and then put it in there. I'm just going to use sandstone actually, so I'll just grab an anvil. AJ, great. Anvil V. Okay, grab an anvil. You don't have to name it, but it makes it more secure obviously, but it doesn't matter. I'm just going to leave that anvil there too. Now you're just going to grab, you need to put an item in there. I already said this, and just name it something random. So I've already done that, so that's good. Then you're going to get your piece of sandstone, and I'm just going to say Jebb. No, I'm just going to say Jebb door tutorial. I meant to do that, but anyway. Then you're going to go to this hopper and right click on it, and then you're going to grab whatever your random item is and put 4 in there. Then you're going to get your stack of whatever your password is and whack it in there. And then that will slowly trickle down until it has only 18 in there, and then this torch will turn back on. And now the last thing we have to do is to link up the output of that thing with this line of redstone. So what we're going to do is we're going to go from here right, this is where it's going to be. So we're going to put a torch there, and then we're going to link up the redstone. Now if we go down, that should be enough, and then we just dig this way. Oh, whoops. Then, where's the torches there? So then we've got to delete this block, and this block, and then we're going to go torch, whoops, torch. So is that on or off? That's on. We don't want that to be on, so just delete that torch and put redstone there instead. Then you're going to put a repeater there. Then you're just going to have redstone going all the way over to this block. You're going to just go this way. You don't want this to be touching, so just delete that and go around instead. Or you can put a repeater there, but you don't really want a delay on there. Alright, that is it. So now if we go up here, and you can cover this up. That's why I did it underground, because you can just go cover, cover, and done. If we get our password and we throw it on top, I did hook it up, didn't I? Hold on, let me check this. Did something bad happen to the hopper? Nope. I think it glitched out. I think that somehow 17 was in here instead of 18. So that when I threw one in there, it didn't work because there was only 18 in there, and it only gives you an output if there's 19 in there. But if I do it again, I'm pretty sure it'll work now. If I can... There we go. And bam! No? Mine's glitching out, but if you just throw a few on there. Wait. Oh, never mind. Another problem is delete this block right here. What was happening is, I'm sorry, it was a beginner's mistake. When you have that block there, this torch turns that hopper off. And if that hopper's turned off, this hopper doesn't get any of the items that are going through there. So my apologies, just delete that block. And then we're back in business. I've been making lots of silly mistakes today. I'm sorry, guys, but anyway, that's finished now. Alright, so now if I throw one on there, the door will shut. If I throw one on there, it will open. And if we walk through, then we have a nice little button to close it with and open it with. And you can, you can cover, you can put like, you can make it into a cube and cover it all up like I did with that one. You can cover everything up. I also put this redstone underground, so that's why you can't see that bit. Anyway, guys, that's that Jebb door tutorial out of the way, and I hope you guys liked it, and I know that I made lots of silly mistakes, so I'm really sorry about that, guys. But, put it this way, in the end, we have a door, we have a passcode door, we learned how to make it, we learned things about comparators, we learned that I don't think ahead sometimes, and I had to rewire the whole thing, but it's all good. So you guys have a good day, and please leave a like and subscribe if you want more. They're going to be better. I haven't had much sleep, so that's why this tutorial was horrible. But anyway, I'll see you next time, guys, and hopefully the next one will be better. Goodbye.